Federal government has invested billions in Metro, and yet the system isn't safe and it's not reliable. Metro has been plagued by long-standing, well-documented safety issues.
Millions of people come to Washington, D.C. every year from around our fellow citizens to people from around the world. And this transit system really ought to be the crown jewel of the transit systems around the country. In fact, they get more money per capita than any other system in the country, but they also spend more money. Despite all that federal investment, the safety reliability record has deteriorated. And it's because I believe, and from what I've talked to other folks, it has not switched its responsibility from building a system to operating and maintaining a system.
What we're up against, I think it's important just to step back and think about the physical nature of what we're up against before we get into some of the management issues. I think we have to recognize that this is a two-track railroad system, which presents a lot of challenges for maintenance because you cannot maintain the system without impacting customers, is basically what we have here. And you add on top of that decades of delayed maintenance and underfunding onto that, that's created a lot of the issues that we're dealing with. On top of that is an aging fleet, the cars, the trains themselves.
Congress can't legislate communication, and it can't buy WMATA a safety culture. WMATA has to take action on the responsibility of providing safe transit in our nation's capital.
Congress has neglected to make sufficient investments in infrastructure. Everywhere in the country, cities are struggling between pressure to build out more transit and new options, and that's certainly going on here in what is arguably, potentially the most congested traffic region in the United States of America, and then maintaining their legacy systems. And Congress hasn't been willing to be an equal partner. It's pretty embarrassing when in what's called the capital of the free world, the greatest country on earth, America exceptionalism, we're killing people on a transit system with a combination of budgetary pressures and management issues.
Before this committee or this Congress says we're going to give more money to the Metro, we've got to see it demonstrated, and I don't think it's been done over the last several years or a couple of decades, that they have deployed those dollars in the most efficient way. And I think that requires a cultural change.